Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Widgets and Wonders. This is my show about great products from small companies. Now this week, we're gonna take a look at some new mat designs from GameMat.eu. And this design is for a, I guess, medieval sort of town. It's a cobblestone town, and it's coming in a variety of sizes, including a new size that I actually haven't seen any gaming mats being cut in recently or even before. And that's, I'm gonna call it the Fantasy Flight Game standard size. I've only seen spaceship mats in this size so far for Armada and for larger games of X-Wing, but this one's being done, I'm assuming, for RuneWars, and this new style cobblestone mat is available in 4 different sizes. So let's take a look right now at the new cobblestone mats from GameMat.eu. So the name of this mat is called Medieval Town, but I think it's actually going to work equally well for post-apocalyptic games like Fallout. You can see here with some big buildings on it, to look a little bit more like the, I guess, the Commonwealth or the Capital Wasteland, or for, of course, fantasy-style games here with a watchtower on it, to look like a more Mordheim-y sort of ruin. It's nice and bright, and it does have some cool details on it, including a large wooden section that I'll show you in a minute, which means it could also work equally well even as a guild ball pitch if you wanted to use the 3-foot one. So I just want to give you some example with some buildings look on it. This is the 3-foot one. It has a large cobblestone area, and then a large sort of like, I guess, fitted stone area as well. No wood on this one, and it would be great for everything from Guild Ball, Malifaux, I'm going to say even Fallout, because it just looks like wrecked city streets for the most part. If you want to go to anywhere in New England, you can find a downtown area that looks like this. Or Frostgrave would also be perfect for, because this pale color could just be the frozenness of all the stones and how dark they are, sorry, how light they are and frost covered. So there's the 3-foot one. We'll pull that off. Whoop. And we're going to show you the 6x3-foot one. Now this includes this big section of wood over here. So I'm assuming this is being used for games of RuneWars. It's the only game off the top of my head that I can think of that uses what I'm going to call the Armada / X-Wing 3x scale, because Armada was on a 3x3, and you would put 2 Armada mats basically together to play, or sorry, X-Wing was on 3x3, and you would put 2 X-Wing mats together to play Armada, so 6x3 just made sense from like a gaming aspect. And you get a nice sort of long strip here. It's all sort of cobbles to one side, or sorry, I guess fitted stone to one side, cobbles in the middle, and then a big wooden stretch over on the end. I'm not going to show you the 4x4 one because it's basically just an offset of the 6-foot one, and showing the 6-foot one will make more sense. So as I move this off, the 6-foot one is very similar. It basically has a small section cut off either side, and that's 6x4 now, and this would be your regular fantasy game style, or even 40K. You could very easily just have a low-tech 40K, you know, sort of like city planet, medieval style planet, that has this kind of streets on it and cover it in ruins. And it would work equally well for that too. So again, a very versatile map, depending on sort of like the grid of the game you're playing. I could even see us playing Star Wars on this, on the 3x6 one or the 4x6 one, because it's just, it's got a neutrality to it where it doesn't really set it into a period. And as long as things are kind of beat up and have stone streets, I think it works just great. You could do World War II as well. I think you could do a sort of like destroyed Berlin, or, you know, beat up France, or whatever sort of like European cities in the European front in World War II for this as well, and lots of great options. So again, lots of sizes, 3-foot one, versatile for all kinds of skirmish games, 4 and 6-foot ones, of course, for your standard size games like War Machine, 40K, or, you know, any of the upcoming games. There's that battalion level. And then finally, of course, the 3x6 one for the Fantasy Flight scale games, which would be RuneWars at the moment. Of course, you could always just get a 6x4 one and just change your deployment size or mask something off as well. So lots of great options for this. I think you guys will have it be very versatile, even if you're going to be playing some sci-fi games with it and stuff too. So yeah, I'll put links in the description below so you guys can check out all of the sort of like sizes of mat and the different prices from GameMat.eu, and you guys can follow those to check it out. So there it is, the, I guess, 3, I showed you 3 of the 4, but the 4x4 and 6x4 are just offcuts of each other, of the new Medieval Town from GameMat.eu. So there you have it, another great product from a small company. Now, if you know a product you think deserves more attention, you can either email me at GameMet.eu@gmail.com or Facebook message me at facebook.com/outofthebasement into the streets, and I'll put it in front of as many people as possible. So thanks for watching. We'll see you for another Widgets and Wonders next week. Until then, I'm Ash. Have a good day. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below to get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. My live shows are on Mondays at 2 p.m. Eastern time, typically, unless I notify otherwise. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.